She is the picture of innocence, a typical 3-year-old girl learning her ABCs. But her tragic story is anything but. Last month, 3-year-old Mayana Smith was laid to rest after she was beaten to death. Tonight, her killer is still out there. Friends and family are fighting to make sure this toddler does not become a statistic. That's why they gathered outside the very place where she lost her life, her mother's apartment. George Rickert picks up our story live from Amherst tonight. George?
Well, Diana, both Amherst Police and Child Protective Services continue their independent investigations. And the people who are still waiting for someone to be charged came together tonight.
Just to rest upon his promise.
About 20 people turned out in the frigid cold on Allenhurst Road in front of the apartment where 3-year-old Mayana Smith was found murdered 3 weeks ago.
And even though it may seem a wind of negativity, but God, we know that there's a silver lining at the end of this cloud.
The cause of her death was ruled blunt force trauma, and the autopsy also found evidence of previous physical and sexual abuse. Amherst police believe the child's mother and her boyfriend were both present when the toddler died, but no one has been arrested so far. Mayana's natural father came to this vigil but didn't want to speak. His mother spoke for him.
We don't want the person that did this to her to get away with it. You know, so we really want justice, and we want them to stop dragging their feet because we don't know what's going on, and we're not getting any answers.
Erie County's Child Protective Services denies having any previous reports of abuse to Mayana, but could not confirm or deny whether there had been a previous complaint about neglect of the child. Many child abuse cases are discovered in the hospital, so Erie County's Social Services Commissioner announced a new agreement that will put a CPS worker in Women and Children's Hospital 40 hours a week. And another CPS worker will split full-time duties between South Buffalo Mercy and Sisters hospitals. Those 3 hospitals generated over 1,000 allegations of abuse last year alone.
And when they make a report, a CPS worker will be on site. They'll be able to engage the family right away and engage the medical personnel to make sure that we have a full understanding of the concerns and to take the appropriate action. Instead of having 4 or 5 different workers travel to the hospital, having one person there who can start all of these conversations and start all of these investigations will actually be more efficient.
An Amherst police detective told me tonight that police were initially able to interview the mother of this child, but when they began to interview her boyfriend, he quickly asked for an attorney, and they haven't been able to talk to him since. Live at Amherst Police Headquarters, George Rickert, News 4 at 10.